Hey, welcome back. Today we'll be covering and updating the previous loadout video with a weapon update. This will cover any weapon that's received mods in the recent patches and new weapons to add to your budget and arsenal. I'll cover these in a new format with carbines, marksman rifles, bolt action rifles, and sidearms. First, we're going to start off with carbines with the new Hunter, since it has been added back in early 2019. The suppressor attachment and new stock bring a bit of variety while still keeping it in its basic modularity. I would recommend running BPZ ammo if you are low on money. It will one-tap level 3 armor and under in the thorax. If not, go for the highest pen ammo as you can, as 308 will only 2-tap if not using BPZ. Added on October 19th, 2020, the Caltech RFB is a forward ejection bullpup semi-automatic rifle using default 20 and 30 round FAL magazines, and a leg up over the Hunter in my opinion. The RFB offers good all-around stats with its jumpy recoil yet high base ergo and bullpup design, good for room-to-room action if needed. This weapon is comparable to the 308 MDR, although with slightly higher recoil and less base ergo for about 40% the price. The pluses with the RFB give you a higher muzzle velocity, so that's cool. This weapon sits for about $550 on Peacekeeper level 2. I didn't mention the SKS in my previous video, but it deserves to be here purely because of its pure simplicity and power. This semi-automatic rifle can hold a 10-round internal magazine or a 20 and 35-round detachable mags full of 7.62 by 39 ammo, which deals chunky damage and good armor damage, especially with the PS and BP variants. Starting at Prepper Loyalty Level 1, you can purchase a PSO 4x scope to put onto your OP SKS builds, which only includes Dovetail variant stock. You need the stock as well as one of the Dovetail mounts or Dovetail optics, and the ammo is relatively common as well. Sticking to this rifle as your main gun is a safe bet early on in wipes or when you're low on cash, and the suppressors are everywhere on the loot table, proving easy modability. If you have trouble with the iron sights on this rifle, try taking out the rear sights and seeing how you perform then. This gun currently sits at 33k rubles on Jaeger Loyalty Level 2, but you can find it cheaper on the flea market or all around Tarkov on scavs and PMCs. Don't forget to get the OP SKS variant if you want to put sights onto it. All of the Marksman rifles have remained relatively unchanged, with some changes to the MOA, minute of angle, how many inches of drop is expected at a determined distance, and recoil stats, which bring great range to a squad needing medium range long firepower or a ton of firepower to a lone sniper. It is wise to invest in good and quality ammo when using Marksman rifles. Go for the highest pen you can with 308 and try for 7N1 and 54R, otherwise going for SNB for that added pen power. For a moderate to expensive amount of money, these guns can shred people comfortably up to 200 meters. Snipers or bolt action rifles have tighter MOA than marksman rifles with substantially less rate of fire. These guns are subjectively bad compared to its counterparts in the game because of the raw way the game and weapons pan out. We have a new addition to the roster recently with the new 3.66 rifle, the VPO 215, and an updated SV98 to curve it back up to the forefront of the bolt action lineup. The 215 is a bolt-action, 4-round detachable box magazine rifle chambered in 3.66 TKM ammunition. This is a huge win for bolt-action sniping in Escape from Tarkov, as the new Tarkov Shooter Series update allows all bolt-action rifles to be used instead of the Mosin previously. This rifle came in its update along with the new 4x VOMS PLAD scope on a 25mm UTG ring, which can comfortably shoot out to 150 meters with its single zoom. I highly recommend using the AP ammo if possible, and if not possible, the EKO is a solid choice as well. The rifle allows for most scopes to be used onto it, and can use the 3.66 muzzle brake as well, proving it to be a very cheap and effective choice for those on a budget or tasking. Beware that this rifle's ammo begins to drop a bunch after about 100 meters. The SV98 got an update. Previously, the 2-stage trigger was implemented on this rifle, which added time between the mouse being clicked to the trigger being pulled through both stages, then firing the bullet. This feature has been removed, making the same trigger pull as, say, the Mosin or the M700, and removing the need to lead your shots like other FPS shooters in recent times. This rifle is now exceptionally easy to use and very effective bare bones or fully modded. I prefer to use this over the Mosin as it has a detachable magazine advantage and easier modability. This weapon is hard to hear or detect beyond 40 meters or so when you have the suppressor equipped as well. The Beretta is a super simple semi-automatic pistol chambered in 9x19. It comes with a single Picatinny rail on the bottom and comes with a threaded barrel already. If you want to stick a red dot sight on it though, Peacekeeper Loyalty Level 2 sells the Sight Mount M9. This is a solid firearm with a chunky sound to it. If you want a more moddable 9x19 pistol though, go with the P226, which is also a great and cheap pistol. At the end of July 2020, BSG added the 1911 pistol, and a little later also adding the M45, both chambered in 45 ACP. This ammo hits hard and is a decent mid-tier ammo for a sidearm. These two pistols have a 7 and 11 round magazine type available and offer good iron sights. I would recommend these two pistols, but would still go for a higher mag count with the Glock or the SR1 before I went with the 45 reliably. I love the shotguns that BSG continues to put out, especially with the Mossberg 12 gauge. This pump action is a monster with improved irons over the 133 and an overall joy to use. Try sticking buckshot into this gun, preferably 8mm buck or the AP20 rounds for the most of your shots. Shotguns are a solid choice to keep enemies at bay and to subdue them as they approach. Remember where to aim according to what ammo you're using. The KS-23 was a cannon made from repurposed anti-aircraft barrels and uses 23mm shells and is the king of all Taj shotguns. The KS-23 is officially classified in Russia as a carbine because of its rifled barrel, and boasts a 6 gauge or 4 gauge in Europe, firepower to mess up anything it touches. The shrapnel rounds this weapon uses will one-shot people in the legs at closer ranges, and the special rounds are amazing and situational for room clearing and taking out well-armed targets. The star rounds burn holes in the eyes of anyone looking when this gun is fired with this ammo. The blind effect will put you out of commission for about 10 seconds with another 20 or so seconds with the retinal burn still on your screen. These are very effective at singling out targets or incapacitating in advance. Try getting good at using blind fire, Alt and S, around doors to use this star round to the fullest as people push you. On the flip side, we have the barricade rounds, which boast a massive damage value and massive penetration. Use these rounds on the chest and watch people fly back. And there we go, guys. I will be updating the Loadout series every few major patches to keep things fresh. If you enjoyed the video, give it some love, sub to the channel, and I'll be releasing more sniping playstyle content on the channel every week. If you have anything you'd like to discuss, you can come hang out on the Twitch channel at partypineapple with 2 underscores, and thank you. Have a great rest of your day.